Hi children, welcome back to Auntie Catherine's virtual classroom. Today we're talking about sequence. That's a big word, isn't it? Can you say that word? Say sequence. Sequence, good. Now, when you think about the word sequence, you think about how something flows from one thing into another. Okay? So a sequence flows. All right? So if you have a waterfall flows water down into the river, and then the river flows water into the ocean. All right? So that's a sequence from the waterfall down to the river and then into the ocean. Okay? So when you think about a sequence, you could think about how water flows. Okay? So it flows from one place to another. The water flows from a waterfall into the river and then into the ocean. That's how a sequence works. A sequence flows from one into the other. So here are some words that we have to learn when we're talking about sequence. The first word is first. What word is this? First. Good. First. The other word that we have to learn is next. What word is this? Next. Good. And the last word we're going to learn is last. What word is this? Last. Very good. So first, next, last. Very good. So these words will help us figure out the sequence. We have to figure out what happens first, and what happens next, and what happens last. So I was just telling you about the waterfall and the river and the ocean, right? So let's use these words first, next, and last to talk about the water and how it moves from the waterfall to the ocean. So what happens first? First, there's the waterfall. Next, the waterfall flows the water into a river. And last, the water in the river flows out to the ocean. See? First, next, last. That's a sequence. Sequence. Don't worry, the more we talk about sequence, the easier it will be for you to understand. So even if you don't understand right now, just keep practicing with me, okay? So sequence. First, next, last. So I'm going to read a story for you today. And then when I'm done reading the story, we're going to talk about what happened first, what happened next, and what happened last. And the story I'm going to read for you today is another one of my favorites, The Three Billy Goats Gruff. My mom read this story to me when I was a little girl, and I loved this story so much. So I'm going to read it for you today. The Three Billy Goats Gruff. And when I'm done reading this story, we're going to talk about the sequence. We're going to talk about what happened first, what happened next, and what happened last. Are you ready? Let's go. The Three Billy Goats Gruff. Once upon a time, there were 3 billy goats. And these 3 billy goats loved to eat grass. They ate all the grass on the land. There was no grass left. They looked over the bridge and saw lots of grass. "I'm hungry," said the first billy goat Gruff. "I'm going to cross this bridge so I can eat some grass." Trip, trap, trip, trap. What's that noise? That's the goat's hoof walking on the wooden bridge. It made that noise. Trip, trap, trip, trap. But he did not know that there was a troll living under the bridge. Up jumped the troll. "Who's that trip-trapping over my bridge? I'm going to eat you up," said the troll. "Oh no," said the first billy goat Gruff. "Don't eat me. Eat my brother. He is bigger than me." "Okay," said the troll, and he went under the bridge. The first billy goat Gruff crossed the bridge and he ate grass. "I am hungry," said the second billy goat Gruff. "I am going to cross the bridge to eat some grass." Trip, trap, trip, trap. What's making that noise? It's the goat's hoof. It's making that noise on the wooden bridge. And he's disturbing the troll. The troll is hearing the noise and he's so angry. Up jumped the troll. "Who's that trip-trapping over my bridge? I'm going to eat you up," said the troll. "Oh no," said the second billy goat Gruff. "Don't eat me, eat my brother. He's bigger than me." "Okay," said the troll, and back he went under the bridge. "I'm hungry," said the third billy goat Gruff. "I am going over the bridge to eat some grass." Trip, trap, trip, trap. What's making that noise? It's the goat as he crosses the bridge. It's making noise on the wooden bridge. Trip, trap, as he crossed the bridge. Up jumped the troll. "Who's that trip-trapping over my bridge? I'm going to eat you up," said the troll. "Oh no, you're not." And the billy goat Gruff charged at the troll. And the troll flipped and landed into the water. And that was the end of the troll. And the third billy goat Gruff was able to cross the bridge to eat grass with his brothers. And the three billy goats lived happily ever after, and they never saw that angry troll ever again. The end. So now that we read that story, the three billy goats Gruff, let's talk about the sequence of the story. Let's talk about what happened first, what happened next, and what happened last. So first, what happened first in that story? The first thing that happened was that the goats were hungry because they ate all of their grass. First, this is what happened first. Now, let's talk about what happened next. What happened next? The goats crossed the bridge to go to the other side and they met the troll. This is what happened next. And what happened last? What was the last thing that happened? You tell me, what was the last thing that happened? That's right. All the billy goats were able to cross the bridge and they were able to eat grass. This is what happened last. Okay? So first, all of the goats were hungry. Next, the goats tried to cross the bridge but met the troll. And last, the goat butt the troll and they were all able to eat grass. That is the sequence of the story. First, next, last. Okay? So we're going to look at some more things and figure out the sequence. Okay? We've learned a lot so far about sequence. So we're going to take a little break. Take a break and then ask mommy to find the part 2 video and watch the part 2 video where we will learn more. Sequence. First, next, last.